Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie Part 1. It is Sunday, January 19th, 2025, and we have so much going on this month. I can't wait to share a little bit of it with you, so let's turn the camera around and get started. This week we are showcasing more Sale-a-Bration products. I love this time of year. You can earn a free product when you order $60 or more from Stampin' Up. And there are so many to choose from. We talked a lot about them last week. And last week, if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. We showcased the level 2 gift items that you can get for free with a $120 purchase. This week, Mom and I wanted to focus on some of the items that you can get for free with a $60 purchase. And we're going to be showcasing 2 different stamp sets. In my video, I'm going to show you some project ideas using the Friendly Seagulls stamp set. And in Mom's video, she's going to share some project ideas with Pick a Season. So make sure that you tune in for her video, part 2 of Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie, so you can see what she creates with that one. I always love a cute little critter stamp set, and I feel like every single celebration we get different cute critters. If you've been stamping with Stampin' Up! For a while, you probably have quite a collection of sheep and cows and otters. What else have we had, Mom?
Oh, man. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember.
Pandas. That was a favorite one. I loved the cute little pandas.
Oh, wasn't there frogs?
Yes, we had frogs one year.
It was hugely popular, and then they came out like towards the end of it with a set of some dies that cut them out.
Yes.
Sold out so fast. I have customers still asking me if I've heard of
Last year I think it was the Jungle Pals, and so there were different jungle animals that were super cute. But we've had all kinds of cute critters, and I am really loving these cute critters. They remind me of going to the beach, and even in Michigan, on Lake Michigan, we have seagulls that come, and I always love trying to take pictures. I'm sure that they're probably dirty birds, but there's just something.
Yeah, they are the beach rats of
beach
water
rats.
world.
But I don't know. I still just I still just enjoy seeing them, and it brings back a lot of fun memories. These are cute little beach rats, don't you think?
Oh, yes, I do. We have seagulls here in Wyandotte along the river.
Oh, yeah.
So it's always fun when we're along there just watching the seagulls. And they fly inland a little bit too. So sometimes we'll see them in, Meijer parking lot or Kroger parking lot looking for bits of food.
We don't have seagulls in the middle of Illinois. So it feels like a novelty to me since I don't get to see them all the time. I suppose it's like pigeons in New York, or whatever the bird is near you that is the the beach rat or street rat. I love it. Well, I want to start by sharing some samples created with the Friendly Seagulls, and then I've got a fun card to make with some of the ink colors that are retiring. Sale-a-Bration is such a good time to get the re-inkers, and especially stocking up on ink colors before they go. But we'll get to that in just a minute. Here's a card I made. I did do an inside here. I love this one. I used a little bit of the Toadstool Gardens designer paper, some gray granite and early espresso for this simple card that says, "Hey friend." But I love a lot of the swap cards I've gotten from other demonstrators, so they've really had fun building a scene. So here we've got a piece. I think that's from the Bloom Impressions paper. Does that look right, Mom?
It does.
And then stamped some of the little seagulls, or the flying seagulls, in the background there. This one is from Natalie Travis. And this just cracks me up, the French fries. I love you more than French fries. Or if you're somewhere else, you might call them chips instead. So they've got that in there. I love you more than chips. Here's one from Meg Lovin. And I love the cute little background stamps in this set. There's the fish and the seashells, and then the little pebbles for sand. Here's one from Betsy Kreider, using a little bit of the Floral Delight designer paper and a sponged sun in the background. This one from Terry Biggs. She had a lot of fun creating the background with different sponging to do the sky and the water and the sand. I think that's so pretty. Little Night of Navy in the background. This next one is from Celine Kempton, and I'm totally getting McDonald's vibes with the colors that she chose. The real red with cherry cobbler and a little bit of that black and vanilla buffalo checker gingham ribbon. And the last one from Gwen Duckworth is one of my favorite just because it's just so simple. I love the frayed ribbon in the background, a little bit of vellum, and that soft wave embossing folder. This one is brand new, though we've had some different wave embossing folders, but the soft wave embossing folder is part of the Ocean Friends suite in the January through April mini catalog. In fact, I've chosen to use the same embossing folder to create a background piece for my card. I'm using Boho Blue and some other in colors that I call them the senior in colors. They're the 2023 to 2025 in colors, and I call them seniors because they're getting ready to retire. We've got Copper Clay, Pebbled Path, and Wild Wheat, and the other in color that's part of that trio is Moody Mauve. And so just the other day I was saying I haven't used Copper Clay, especially. I feel like I've hardly used Copper Clay. Have you used that one?
I have. I haven't used it in a long time. As a matter of fact, I haven't really used any of the in colors in a while. So I've also pulled out in colors. Mine, I think, are more of the ones that are sticking around for another year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking over at my cardstock shelf. Yeah, I kind of picked out some. Yeah, but I'm starting to use them more. But, good point. I've got quite a bit of cardstock that I need to use up. So I'm thinking the next few months, I'm going to be concentrating on using those.
Yes. So the 2023 to 2025 in colors will retire when the annual catalog starts in May. So that means probably as of April 1st-ish, it's going to be while supplies last. And so if you want to get cardstock, re-inkers, markers, ink pads, now's the time to get your favorite ink colors before they go away, just these 5, because then when the new catalog comes, we'll have 5 new colors. That's the way the ink colors work. They come every year, we get 5 new colors, and they're around for 2 years, and so we kind of have overlapping. So the other groupings, Summer Splash, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, those still have another year, just like you said, Mom. So we got to celebrate these in colors. We got to use them up. So I thought they were kind of beachy, especially the Boho Blue with the waves, and I was determined to use a little bit of Copper Clay. So I have die cut this using the Spotlight on Nature dies. These are so handy. I love that there are different styles, and so you get 4 of each style in different sizes, and I really like the radiating stitches on this one. So I used the second largest radiating stitches one, and I cut that with Copper Clay. And I'm sorry I didn't write measurements down, but this is 4 by 5 1/4. This is, I want to say, 2 3/4 inches. And then this piece of Pebbled Path is 1 inch by 3 1/2. And the Wild Wheat is 3/4 of an inch by 2. And I'll have those in the video description for you. And I also have a scrap piece of basic white cardstock and some basic white baker's twine to put on my card. So we are going to stamp, and I decided to put all the stamps I want to use on one block so I can stamp them all at once. So I kind of arranged them how I wanted them to go, and I'm going to stamp in Memento black ink so that I can color with some Stampin' Blends. And you know how I feel about coloring, but these guys are really simple to color because they just don't have a lot of things to color. So I brought out my in color Stampin' Blends. I've got Copper Clay, Pebbled Path, and Wild Wheat. Also a little bit of Wink of Stella because a lot of our Seagull is going to stay white. I wanted to add a little bit of Wink of Stella to make him sparkly. Well, them, because there's 2 of them. All right, we're going to come in with some of the Wild Wheat, And I'm going to use that to color the beak and the feet. And also the French fries. I think now is a good time to have a conversation. Who's got the best French fries?
Ooh.
And go.
Well, I can tell you the French fries I like is it's not a chain restaurant, but there's a little place here in Wyandotte called Joe's Hamburgers.
Mm.
And they've got like little slider size, but they've got some, you know, bigger ones that they call chubbies. They say they have the best chubby in town. But they hand cut their fries. And so they're nice and thin. You've had them, right, Joe?
I have. We've eaten at Joe's almost every time I've come.
Yeah. Well, the kids like the arcade side too, so they like to go play. But anyway, and I always ask for my extra crispy.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, they are so good.
They've got good fries there. I love, I really like sweet potato fries. And so one of my favorite places to get sweet potato fries is Red Robin, which I know is a chain, but it's so good. I also love Chick-fil-A's waffle fries, but only when they're fresh. They're just, and they usually are very fresh. They're so crispy and yummy. Oh, I need to try to cut down on my French fry intake this year, though. The tricky part about Red Robin is they have bottomless fries. So when you eat them all, they bring you more. That's as dangerous as it sounds.
Yeah.
I used a little pebble path on the wings. I had to bring in my color lifter because I went outside the lines. And so that just helps to kind of clean it up a little bit. And then the copper clay around the French fry container. And so I'm going to do a little fussy cutting, but I'm going to cut around the entire image. And I probably should have done this ahead of time. Sorry. But it should be pretty quick because I'm not getting too much into all the details. Just kind of doing an outline. I usually don't fussy cut a lot, but I really wanted to bring in the copper clay for the circle. And so I need these guys to stick out against that copper clay circle. Now, Sale-a-Bration, I'm sure we've mentioned it before. It goes until February 28th. And so I feel like, oh, that's plenty of time. But how the heck is it already January 19th? I feel like Sale-a-Bration always seems like, oh, we got plenty of time. And then it goes really fast. And suddenly it's February 28th and it's over.
And I just realized when you said February or January 19th, I have to make and mail a birthday card for your Uncle Tom.
Well, you could send him a Seagull card.
I could, and I might.
All right, so I've got our cute little seagulls cut out. We're going to do a little bit more stamping. I already did stamp and color the seagull on the inside. So there are 3 seagulls in this stamp set. I used 2 of them on the front and then the other one on the inside. I just can't help it. They're so cute. I'm going to do a little stamping on the pebbled path. I'm going to bring in that, like, I guess it's supposed to be sand, but it kind of looks like pebbles. It's very, like, large bits of sand. I'm just going to do a little background there for our seagulls to stand on. And then on the pebbled path, or on the wild wheat, I'm going to stamp in pebbled path, I love you more than French fries.
Aw.
I think this would make a cute Valentine's Day card too, because it talks about I love you.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a non-traditional Valentine that is, you know, doesn't have hearts on it, but still expresses bits of love, let's put our card together. We're going to start with the card. So the card base is the same color, the Boho Blue. And I like to do this, especially when I have embossed cardstock. Oh, there it is. I was looking for my adhesive. It got buried. I like to create another layer, even if it's the same color, to put on top of the card base. It just looks a little more finished to me. And so we're going to do color on color here. But before we put that on, I have a couple pieces of the baker's twine. And I just kind of wanted to add, I tried this with a bow and I didn't really like the way the bow looked. But I still just want some of these lines to kind of tie in the white again. So I just have 2 long pieces and I'm going to use some tear and tape to tape them tight against the back. And that way I don't have to tie them. Tying can be so tricky.
Yeah, it can be, especially on camera.
Yeah, especially on camera. Everything's harder on camera.
It's true.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Thanks. That's it. We're done. No. Okay, then we're going to layer our pieces here. And I always try to limit my Stampin' Dimensionals to like 2 layers of Stampin' Dimensionals. And so I am going to add these pieces all together just with regular adhesive, layer those together, because I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals on the circle, and then with the twine back there, I want to use Stampin' Dimensionals to put that on the card front. So let's do all of the dimensionaling. Dimensionaling, is that a word?
It is now.
And then I want to kind of make sure that I am keeping my Stampin' Dimensionals like away from the twine. So if the twine's going to go in the middle, I'm keeping the dimensionals like on the top and bottom. Okay, first let's get that right in here in the center. Then we'll add our circle.
What a cute card.
I know you would love it. And then we're gonna add our French fries over here at an angle. I'm being kind of conscious of how some of this is going to layer with stuff that's already on dimensionals, and the other dimensional is going to kind of fit in that corner. So that's why I did one there and then regular adhesive.
Cute, cute, cute.
Okay, but we need to add some bling.
Yeah.
I have several options. Since this one is yours, you get to decide. And I'll let you know after you decide which one I chose. But here's what I pulled out for embellishments. We have the pecan pie ribboned adhesive back dots. We have the new antique pearls. These are part of the Storybook Moments suite. I found these, the two 2023 to 2025 opaque sparkle dots, which are in colors. So for this one, I was thinking we would use the Pebbled Path, perhaps, but we could use any of the other colors as well. I've got this one that came with the Otter Suite that is sort of these like flat iridescent pearls. I thought that kind of seemed nautical-ish. And then also the adhesive back texture dots, which are more of like a metallic, but I just thought they kind of would go. I know there's so many choices, too many perhaps.
I think I like either the River Rock or the pecan and yeah, you see either one of those two. Probably maybe the River Rock, because I'm betting that you used pecan pie and white.
You know I did.
Cute, cute, cute.
That's what the pecan pies, the white ones. I just think they're so versatile. They go with everything. But let's use some of the River Rock. Now these are available as an online exclusive. They were released with the Otter Suite, and they have 3 different colors. There's like a white, kind of gray granite, and then like a Lost Lagoon, pretty peacock kind of color. So I'm feeling either the white or the granite. Mom, do you have a preference?
Let's use the granite.
Okay. There's two sizes. There is a larger size and a smaller size. So I'm going to do one of each on the bottom and then one up here to kind of finish our trio. So we can do a little this or that. Which embellishment would you have used, or would you have picked an entirely different one than we did?
Ooh. Good question.
Well, that is my card for today. I love the way it turned out. These friendly seagulls are just so cute. And the only way to get them is to get them for free when you order $60 or more in the online store before February 28th. So I hope that you feel inspired by the friendly seagulls. And if you liked today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future Sunday stamping videos. It is time right now, though, to head over to Mom's channel so you can see what she's created with the Pick a Season stamp set. We've got more Sale-a-Bration inspiration coming up for you. Thanks for joining me today, Mom, and I can't wait to see you and everybody else over in the live chat on your video.
Sounds good. See you all in a bit.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.